And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 5. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. He finds his man, Baldwin. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And this is caught at the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. After the run, Newton going to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this, two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching stuff.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Gun. That's it. Black 80.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. on the carry. Here's Clement. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the 50, Newton. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is Clement. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
56, Mike, 56, right here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Newton with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out come the Giants. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He dumps it off to Barkley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Able to get away. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. It's almost like you can see the look of... Frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got a man open. That's out. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A run, it's Clement. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Yeah, baby. Great. Set. 180.
Off play action. Newton steps away. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. From the gun, here's Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Olivier Vernon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get it up past the 20.
Yo.
Trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end.
Just whooping them boys' ass at Madden real quick.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Lawletta again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted.
150? Alex, what can Anna get with 150?
Midfield at the 49-yard line.
An ounce? Here. Yeah, that might be too much because it might last you too long, you know?
Well, maybe I'm thinking that I could tell someone that I'll go half with them on an ounce. Or like if I tell Carly.
She's saying that she might go like half on an ounce with somebody. He says, yeah, that works.
Is the 6-shooter considered a pistol?
I don't know. Not sure.
20.
Yeah.
Newton on first down.
So he said he's gonna start buying with his friend because it's just so much cheaper to do that.
To Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, what? For real? And you get that skin that comes with it too?
Operating from the gun. Newton. Oh, stays up. Runs through the... But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Yeah, you get that guy. That's the guy from the commercials.
Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah,
All right,
watching it on
Coach,
my
thank
phone.
you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This next fight should be good.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she got her on the ground, and then that's pretty much it. She got her into like a she got her in an arm bar pretty much. Like she was pretty much just trying to pry her arms away, and they were there for like a good until like 20 seconds left, and then Randa actually got her to fucking pull the arm off. But Angela Hill put on a fucking fight, dude. She held onto that arm, and like she was just like in position, and she held onto that arm for a while, longer than I was expecting.
Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit
Shoot
better
it.
or not.
We'll find out. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Was the entire gun? Was the gun only for blackout?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards.
But is it only for blackout?
It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to
This guy's on his 3rd quarterback.
First down. That his first catch so far.
Look at the score.
But he's got a first down
No,
there.
I know the score, but is he gonna do that?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, actually. That's a good question. Honestly, at this point, it's like me and like 4 others, and then everybody else in the league. Like, there's me and like 4 others that are good, and then it's just like everybody else.
But I thought you said this league was like.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
It is serious, but
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
I'm saying talent-wise, talent, just because it's serious doesn't mean that everybody's good.
Before being
Yeah.
taken down. 23 yards
I
on the
would take out the
play.
people that aren't there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And
Well, here's the thing. A lot of the guys too. I guess it depends on by Madden too, because like there's guys who are good in the last Madden who are just been garbage in this Madden.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the
Chill.
game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I'm nasty in this Madden.
Here's a give to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen
Honestly,
will
it's taking
take
you
the
so long to
big
get into a
and
fight that
move
you should have
laterally
just died
and open up a crease that
and
they
then
can run
respawned.
through. Didn't happen on
I'm
that play.
completing challenges right now. I'm not so focused on. I'm looking for the drop, which I thought was this song.
I like this Bobby Moffitt kid.
handoff looking right. And they move this
Did you hear me, Alex?
down to the 9.
I can't help but laugh.
That I like that
And
Bobby
the
Moffitt
reason
kid.
is, anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting
where are my
starters
reps?
carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there.
Wow, someone stole that kill from you.
That's fine. I was trying to complete
The
the
chain
challenge.
gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Oh, you have to get to it?
Oh, Jesus.
What do you have to do?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Oh, like the camos you already have unlocked?
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Maybe I'll get it. I don't know.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them
You work
back
tomorrow
to
too? Fuck
really
that.
playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just
What
play
times?
calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back.
Why are you
as
working
they
weekends
watch
now?
This lead shrink a little.
And what, and you work like more hours a day?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I thought that's what you were working already. When did you switch?
First down, Newton. He's gonna fire one
Yeah,
deep
to 32.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Yeah. Okay, I knew you switched that. I thought you switched again. They just hadn't scheduled you on the weekends. This is the first time they schedule you on the weekends.
With the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but
Should've just waited.
as you said, incomplete. From
It's
the 34,
part
they'll
of a
come to the
challenge.
line
Oh,
on
to break it
second
down?
and 10.
You motherfuckers.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gotcha.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
Right. They just changed your schedule up.
Out of the gun, Newton.
What the hell was that, Cam?
Complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous
You get
snap.
3 weeks?
Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In breaking
Ooh,
route,
for sure.
drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So Are you trying to look for another job? Or
they'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around, but these short runs, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
800. How much do you make right now?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down
Okay.
around the 12.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's
Nice.
definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Newton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Right.
Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it.
They're gonna do it. Yeah.
Surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really
Where would you go?
Advantage.
New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago.
For sure.
We're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Saquon Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, guys, story time. So my friend
Downs now on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
and did the cops get called?
This offense
Yeah, something
in
different.
desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Dobbs.
You forgive her?
He finds Beckham complete.
Okay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Denver? Or Colorado. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
A handoff to Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll
Oh,
be taken
triangle.
down, but not before he works it
Oh, he
past
got
the
him.
50. 12
Look,
more
babe, that's how you
yards
do a
there
triangle
and another
joke.
First down.
It just takes forever. It's so difficult to me. It's not an easy joke.
A couple of first downs on the drive already,
bars.
as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Wow.
On first down,
He's
Downs
fighting
to
the shit
throw.
out of it.
Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by Slide.
208.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was
he got
going
out
through
of
his
it.
progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids
For
the
real?
hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well
What happened?
over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Yo, he went to go see us. Yeah, I saw. I was gonna show you.
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd
Alex.
quarter of play.
We went to see us.
Back now at the Stub
Shit was
Center,
fire.
Carson. It's the Giants with possession of the football.
It was weird. It's like Get Out. Get Out was weird as shit too. Same guys. Oh, it's very fucking weird, but it's really good. This guy going for it? Really? Come on, bro. Okay, he's going for it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
And I also have to get my kids.
So excited
As
right
expected,
now.
they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
No, pick that shit, Derwin. Get your stats up, boy.
Just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it.
Have we still not seen what the baby looks like?
A challenge to them to
No,
see if they'll
we've
pick up
seen
the
it.
rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond
Very
now.
rarely though.
And they'll go
Is it 'cause it's an ugly
here with the
baby?
tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this
If
defense
bitches ain't
because
showing
they're
off their
facing one of
baby, it's 'cause the
top
baby's
five
ugly.
offenses in the league in terms of points
Well,
scored.
the
They
baby's
have
not
their
that
moments,
ugly.
But this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
I thought it was gonna be like a black ass baby.
They'll run with Clement. And that play goes
Oh my
nowhere.
God.
Losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the 50, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Get the first. Let's go, baby.
Down. It looks like right at the 40.
Oh, I thought I got that first
But
down,
still a little
boy.
short. 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader
Yeah.
of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it
Boy.
because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Yo, are you and Burby ever gonna play, or that boy's ducking you?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
I just want you to beat him already, so I can whoop your ass.
Here we go. What?
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to take
Yeah.
this one down to about the
Did he lose to him
46-yard line.
finally?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What happened?
Well, partner, I know this type
The
of
blue
running
one is
back.
considered a
I
picks.
mean, this size,
No, yes,
this
no.
intensity
No,
usually
that's
gets
not
better as the
that's
game
not
goes
assault
on.
rifle.
I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And
The assault rifle. Yeah.
Quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a hit
Who,
trying
Bazo?
loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Cameron
Got
is
the lead,
garbage.
fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes.
Even though
like
Cameron's
that
beating me.
downfield.
Cameron's not bad. It's weird in 2K because it's like, it depends on the matchup. Like, it's weird because like, you know, I've beaten you every time I've played you. I haven't beaten Cameron at all. I haven't beat Cameron once. And you've beaten Cameron.
Poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
God, Deion Buchanan is so fast.
Any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big
Wow.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
No way.
To throw is Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 2
I usually just do red. Yeah. I do like the blue one though too.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
This is a great, like, grappling matchup.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Dobbs.
Pick it! Come on,
Casey.
Casey.
Huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go.
Yeah, he got him in like a upside down crucifix.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Oh yeah, not in here, boy.
Turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So they second time this game they've given it up on 4th down.
Not in my fucking house in the red zone. This guy was on the 4-yard line and I stopped him 4 times.
They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down.
And coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants.
Oh my god. Corey Clement fucking fumbled. God damn it, man. Fucking Austin Eckler getting hurt in the beginning of the game. I would have like 40 points right now.
To try and create some room at no less to give
Fucking 24/7 right now.
It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes through.
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Dobbs is throwing. Forced out. Touchdown, Giants.
That was not a
Plus he
design
ran
run.
with
It
his
was supposed
quarterback.
to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Are we going to this place, Blue Margarita?
And the lead
Who
down
else is
to
going?
10, 24-14.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna go eat some Mexican and
Alright.
I'm not here for your... Not here for you. I'm only here for the nachos. You know?
Gotcha. That works with me.
Let's sit on the edge, gentleman conversation.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Like, don't know how to hurt myself with it.
This is fielded a couple
Just
yards
trying to
deep.
cause a little damage.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them
That
hope
boy
once
Alex
again.
Vasquez
Their
can't
purpose
stay
on this
off
drive,
the weed.
squash that hope one more time.
Did you say sometimes
Look at
you
him up there.
smoke?
Yeah.
Would you smoke if the weed was better?
Probably.
Why don't you smoke?
I smoke sometimes. I don't know. I just don't like
And on the ground, they
how
go
it
with
feels
the
too
running
much.
back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
Well, here's the thing. I smoked like when I was in college, when I was at UCF and I was staying over there with Cameron's brother and stuff like that. Like, I smoked more often.
But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind,
I mean,
they
it
also
just
stop
got
the
to a
clock
point
at
where
the
I just
2-minute
stopped
warning.
liking
First
it.
play of the drive goes
I was
the
never a
wrong
big
way.
fan
It's
of it.
second
It's
and
just,
12.
it doesn't, I don't know.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Baldwin. And they get him down.
Yo,
now
Cam
before
is
he
having
takes it
himself a
across the
game.
40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. So tough to stop Gronk. With the middle, it's caught by Gronkowski.
Yeah.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That
That's
one
true.
goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's rock now. Let's rock now. Green.
On first down, it's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this
Got
one
him.
after this.
Let it all come.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let it wash away.
They'll run it now. Out we go. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo
That was a
their
good
efforts
fight.
in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
Right there,
tablet and
the
see what you
banana.
did on the last drive.
Yo, there's a banana
When you
skin in
score
Fortnite,
points,
dude. It's the
a whole
best
lot better
goddamn skin
view
ever.
Than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I'll send you a pic. It also like changes the longer you play in the game, the more ripe the banana
And
gets.
he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give
You
him
like a
9
ripe
there on the
banana?
first down completion. On second down, Dobbs. He's been quiet to Chargers.
Another sack. Melvin Ingram.
Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they
Nowhere to go.
Another sack. Let's go! LaQuinton McLeod.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you're looking at
Look how ripe that
situation
banana
with a
is.
differential 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first.
Pretty excited. Did you see that they announced Modern Warfare 4?
Gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now
And that there won't be any specialty classes or anything like that?
do whatever they want. Full playbook.
You okay?
Or they can go play action and try and
It's
put
gonna
it in
be like
that
a
way.
regular Call of Duty game. An old school Call of Duty game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I can't find my pants.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Cam Newton, hell of a game. Ugh. Melvin Ingram, Joey Boza, hell of a game.
As always, partner, an
Yo, what's this guy
extreme
screaming
pleasure
about? What'd he
sharing
say?
with you.
I had it muted.
I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession
What do you-
stand outside of your eyesight.
Well, he's from
and getting
Arkansas, I
it done
think.
that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you struggle a little bit. We'll let it slide.
Excuse me.
That. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Hell of a game, Cam.
Their strong start to the year continues.
18 for 23, 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a touchdown on the ground.
Meanwhile, for the Giants,
Chill,
they
I
can't
might.
quite
You never
seem
know.
to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis,
How about Melvin Ingram, 3 sacks, Joey Boza, 2 sacks, LaQuinton McLeod, 1 sack, Rasul Douglas, 1 interception, Casey Hayward Jr., 1 interception, Denzel Perryman, 1 interception. Unfortunately, I'm leaving you, Alex. Anna's making me go to some GD dinner with some GD girl I don't GD.